Whoa! What's going on, guys? So, it is a big boy bicep blasting, tricep blasting arm day, baby. We're feeling good, feeling strong. We're ready to go in there and smash it. Whew. Done a lot so far today. But, what we do this morning? We got up, got a little bit of work done, beat up a couple clients, had a couple phone calls. All good things, just, when you work for yourself, that's what you do. People say they want to work for themselves because they want to make their own hours, which is totally fair. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret, is that until you're hyper successful, the hours you work, let me rephrase that. If you want to be hyper successful, the hours you work are from the moment your eyes wake up to the moment they close at night, 7 days a week. There is no Christmas. You don't have a birthday anymore. There's no holidays, period. You have a lot to get done every single day. And remember that, especially when you're one man and one woman doing this, you're trying to not only keep up, but beat the competition of a company with significantly more money backing it and teams of people trying to do what you're trying to do. Now, that's not meant to discourage you. It's quite the opposite. That's meant to fire you up, because you have the opportunity to really disrupt any single industry that you choose to. And to me, that's a beautiful thing. And there's no reason you, me, and everybody in the world can't do it. It was funny, I saw a random motivational video a couple days ago. And it was a girl who got up in the morning, did her cardio, made breakfast, and did errands before she had to go to work. And she was talking about, it wasn't a long video, I wasn't watching this lady tell me about her day because I couldn't care less. But it's like, look at how much you can do to be a boss babe. And I'm a boss babe, I'm doing this. Nobody can handle the life I have. She got up, she did cardio, she ate a meal, and she got some groceries shopping done before she went to the work. That's not hyper successful. It's a great way to start, but understand that there are so many levels to this stuff that you wouldn't even fathom. And somebody clipped it to a week in the life of Elon Musk, where he announced AI robots. They won the presidency. He announced the Tesla train cars, something like that, the big multi-people vehicles, and the ship being caught in a week span on my little chopsticks. But when you have a team behind you and you're truly dedicated, that's what you can do, man. Elon Musk didn't get to be Elon Musk by patting himself on the back for a little bit of work he did. He took the mentality of, I'm going to work when my eyes open, and I'm going to stop when they close at night. Hell, when you're doing what he does, and when you're doing what you should be doing to really be hyper successful, your work doesn't stop when your eyes close. You'll wake up in the middle of the night, you'll think of something, and you better write it down. Because if you're going to trust that you're going to remember it in the morning, it's going to be that one time where it's something good. It's something really good for work, and you figured something out in the middle of the night, and you're like, I'm going to remember it in the morning, this is great. If you don't write that down, man, you're asking for an ass kicking in the morning, because you're not going to be happy when you don't remember it. But really working toward your goals and doing everything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the reason people like Elon Musk are hyper successful is he takes the mentality I spoke about in the beginning of this video, where when you're just getting started, you have to work constantly. There is no resting from it, right? And then he made all the money, and then he never stepped off the gas. Far from it. He implemented teams, and he used the money as a turbo button to go even faster, further, to allocate all the nonsense and busy work so that he can just fly as high as, well, quite literally outer space. And you know me. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm an entrepreneur. It's who I am, and it's what I do, and it's what I'll always do. Now, that being said, as much as I say, like, I'm doing all this work, blah, 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 it might not be fun in the moment, but I love every single second of it, And it's hard doing all that work when you're not getting paid and you're in the red or finances are difficult, and we've all been there, man. But I'll tell you one thing, and I've been on both sides of this coin. I've had times where I was making no money whatsoever with one of my companies, just waiting for deals to come in because people promised they'd be coming in. They never came in. I thought I was sitting high and skating by. I was like, oh, one more month. And there were some weeks I would just sit there and play fucking video games and just jerk around, wasting my time. And there's other weeks where I'd be nose to the grindstone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Zero rest. Not an ounce. And those are the ones that always paid off. Always. It's a tale all this time. Hard work pays off. Go figure, and that will really always be the case. Caffeine and nicotine, use it to get you through your day. And for the most part, I'm focused on being what I can confidently say will one day be a hyper-successful human being. And I'm proud of how far I've come, and we're just getting started. But, that being said, make sure that every single ounce of your day is being spent purposefully, right? Have a reason for every single thing that you do every single day, no matter what, right? When you don't, you find out you wasted a lot more time. And now, that reason can be because you want to spend time with your girlfriend, whatever it happens to be, or because you need to make money, or because you have to get in shape, or because you want to get in shape, or you want to eat healthier. Whatever the reason is, because you miss your friends. If that's the reason, let it be the reason. That's okay. I'm not saying cut all those things out of your life, but unless you're trying to be hyper successful, then you kind of gotta nose to the grindstone it and let those other things hang on by a thread. Never your health, but your social life will absolutely take a hit, and that's okay. You can always bring it back. But when it comes to making those decisions to live a happy, healthy life, even when the reason for doing something is because you want to hang out with your friends because you miss them, or because everybody's doing something fun and you have FOMO, if that's the reason, let it be the reason, man. But never tell yourself, I don't know why, I just feel like it. Well, don't say feel like it. Why do you feel like it? What makes you want to actually go do that thing? What makes you want to be that person to go somewhere and explore or do X, Y, and Z? You see what I'm getting at here? Even if the reason is like nonsense, at least have a reason for it. But what do I know, right? That's my 2 cents, and I feel it holds a little bit of weight. And I'm confident in saying that. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's a such thing as working too much? Or do you think, the more you work, the better you get out of it? For me, it's a fine line. I believe if you're working for somebody else and you're making enough and you're happy working for somebody else, don't work for somebody else trying to get rich and trying to be hyper successful, because it's not. You never will be. It doesn't matter if you wear a Rolex. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you wear a Rolex if it tells you what time your lunch break is over. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you drive a Mercedes if you have to park in the communal parking lot with everybody else. It's irrelevant at that point. But if you're happy living a normal life, and I don't mean it as a bad thing, because a lot of people are happy living a normal life, but chances are if you're watching videos like this, you're not. You're looking for something a little above normal. You're looking to be the best you possibly can. Then understand, for those people that are happy living a normal life, don't make your life all about work, man. If you're happy working an office job and staying there for 25 years, retiring, if you need to work extra hours because you need the money to survive, that's one thing. But don't spend your life there. You're spending your life there for somebody else who, if God forbid you have a heart attack out of nowhere, they're going to put up an ad for your job on ZipRecruiter before they send flowers to your funeral, if they send flowers to your funeral, because they're not going to do the legwork to figure out where that's going to be and what your wife's doing and how she's consoling. Your life should be about the things that make you happy. And if working for yourself and being that hyper successful individual and striving for greatness every day in bodybuilding and work and any other athletics and whatever it happens to be makes you happy, then my man, God bless, go after it. Do it every single day the best you freaking can. Rant over. But let's talk about training, right? So first of all, you saw my video yesterday about coffee or milkshakes. This is coffee, right? I'm not a big, let me rephrase that. I'm fine with black coffee. Fine with it, whatever. That's real coffee. Everything else, when you start putting stuff in there, is a mixture. Regardless. When I went to Spain to go train with Dorian Yates back in, 2019, I couldn't find a regular cup of coffee anywhere. Because I didn't realize it was an American thing. I was staying at one of those long-term hotels. When I was there for a week, so it wasn't very long. But the reason I stayed there was because I needed a kitchen. I knew if I was going to train with Mr. Olympia for a week, I kind of had to be on point with my meals. So I didn't miss a beat while I was there. Far from it, I ate a lot. But in the downstairs of where I was staying, there was this really big breakfast buffet every day. And I remember it so clear. It was 10 euros. I'd go in there, I'd grab a couple pastries, whatever. I would grab about a dozen eggs. I'd grab watermelon. I'd grab some beans, because back then I ate fiber. I didn't know any better. And there was no pot of coffee anywhere. There was a big espresso machine, but there was no coffee. Even I went to a Starbucks in Spain, they didn't really have regular coffee. To be fair, I actually don't remember if I ordered it or not. I looked for it, but I'm not sure. But at this whole big smorgasbord, they didn't have regular cup of coffee. So I was looking at the buttons on the machine, and I'm like, Americano. That sounds familiar, at least, because I didn't want something full of milk before I was going to go train. Back then, I didn't know any better, right? So I didn't want a latte or a cappuccino or anything like that. So I looked up, I'm like, what is an Americano? I asked my phone. Espresso and hot water. I'm like, great. So I grabbed that. I'm like, this is delicious. I love espresso. And for me in America, you got to remember, I don't drink coffee to wake me up. I don't need it to get my day going or anything like that. Far from it. I'm good all day. So long as I get my sleep, I eat plenty of food, I'm rocking and rolling all day, man. I'm good, and I'm fueled by my obsession with just getting better and better in every aspect of my life. That keeps me going. I live on that, I thrive on that, and the gas is freaking throttled forward, right? So I don't need a wild amount of espresso to wake me up in the morning. But I don't even drink coffee in the morning. I'll drink it somewhere during the day because I enjoy it, and not even every day. But when I actually enjoy the flavor of espresso, and it's basically just watered down espresso, you're telling me I get the flavor of the thing I like. Instead of this, I get this much of it. I get to enjoy it more. Life is freaking good, man. Life is good. You know, it's little things like that that make a difference. Now, normally, this is an iced one. So iced, I just do black espresso Americano. But if I get a hot Americano, a little bit of the raw sugar in there, a little bit of, and I mean a little bit of whole milk, just to offset the color and take that bite of the bitterness out. Delicious. Freaking-licious, man. I love it. But, you know, it's funny. I don't know if you guys feel this way or not, but if I'm on the go, right, iced coffee. I guess it's convenient. I can sip it. But if I'm at home, hot coffee. So if I'm on the go, running around, I'll take an iced coffee, no problem. If I'm at home, relaxing, give me a hot coffee, I'm going to sip on that thing and just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. But, I keep getting away from my workout. So today's arm day. We're heading there right now. It is a rainy, gloomy Long Island day, but it hasn't rained in a while. To the point where they were like, brush fire is happening, but brush fire warnings saying like, there's a burn ban, don't burn anything, because everything is flammable right now. So, I feel like an old man, but I'm like, we need this rain just to make everything better. And I feel like I look like I'm getting a beer belly too. Like I'm not. I'm lean. My chest is good. It's just the way the sweatshirt is kind of. There we go. The way the sweatshirt is kind of sitting a little bit, you know. We'll see in the posing room if I'm getting a beer belly or not, but I don't think so. Also, I don't drink, so I'm doubtful. So we're one exit away. We're gonna smash a freaking arm day today, baby. Now, lately my arm days have been a little bit different. I've been going heavy, going to total failure, a couple extra reps, but I've been focusing a lot more on higher reps for my arms, which seem to be helping them grow faster than when I'm just focusing on heavy weight. So instead of failing at like 8-10 reps, I'm really not doing that anymore. I'm increasing the weight gradually, but I'm failing, like balls out failure, at like 12-15 reps. And for me, it seems like that's the stimulus my arms, I guess you could say, always needed to begin to finally grow. So, we're going to be there in a minute. But before we do, we have pre-workout. So we have all black everything, 1 scoop of cherry cola, 2 scoops of the Tiger's Blood Pump, I can't imagine how sick of you are of hearing me say that, but that's just what I use. And like I said a while ago, I used to put a scoop of creatine in here, but I've added a bulky, this is a big boy shaker cup, right? And it's not just closer to the camera, it's a significantly larger shaker cup. Intra-workout carb shake, like carb powder. So I put the creatine in there because I figure while that sugar is going to spike up my insulin while I'm training, I'm also going to allow that insulin spike to shuttle those carbohydrates, that glycogen, and the creatine into my muscle while I'm training. And did this thing spill a little bit in my car? No, there's just like a water stain on my seat, which is annoying. So on that note, you know what? We're close enough. Listen for the pop. Ooh. Beautiful. Cheers. Alrighty, guys. I will see you inside, and let's freaking get it, baby. Alrighty, so real quick posing session right now. Arm day is finished up. We're in a bit of a rush, so without further ado, let's see what the pump looks like. 235.2 today. So we're just slowly climbing back up. Alrighty. Didn't work out as well as I planned. Okay, good. That mic's still on me, right? No, yes, it is. Okay, moment of truth. Right? Yeah. So, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. We have a great day. Keep killing it. And I'll see you tomorrow for a big boy leg day.